Welcome to the session. Good morning, students. Now today's class we discussed about memory reference instruction. Already in earlier class we discussed about instructions of memory reference register. Okay, what is the definition of memory reference instructions? Okay, memory reference instructions is mainly useful in order to perform the operations in operands. Operations of operands which is located in the main memory. Okay, memory reference instruction. Memory reference instruction is mainly used to perform operations on operands which is located into the main memory. Okay, in this memory reference instructions they includes 7 memory reference instructions. 7 memory reference instructions. Okay, and operation, add operation, by add operation, like that. Okay, we discussed it in earlier class. Okay, the decoder output D for I equal to 0. In that 7 operation we take D means decoder from I equal to, okay, for example you have to take DI. Okay, for 7 memory reference instruction we have to take D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, like that we have to place it as a decoder. Okay, the effective address of the instructions in a address register AR means address register, was placed during the timing signals T to I equal to 0 and timing signal I equal to 1. Okay. Okay, these are the 7 memory reference instruction. First one, add operations, add operation, load operation, okay, start operation, okay, this is a binary, unconditional. Okay, next these are the operation, interrupt, skip, add 0. Okay, these are the 7 operations already we discussed in early class. Here for first symbol we have to take the D0. Here we have to take, already we know the timing signals. Okay, for every clock pulse it will be repeated for the timing signals. For every clock pulse we have to rotate the timing signal. For first clock pulse we have to represent T0, T1 for next clock pulse, T2 for another clock pulse, like that the timing signal will be enabled. Okay, here for AND operation we have to add D0. Okay, AC means accumulator. What is the AND operation? Okay, let us discuss it. This is a table for memory reference instruction. Let us discuss it one by one of this memory instruction. First one is AND operation. To AC means already we know accumulator. Okay, this is an instruction that perform the AND logic operation on the pairs of bit in the accumulator. Okay, AND logic operation on pairs of bits in the accumulator, and the memory word specified by the effective address. Okay, what is the definition of AND operation? It represents the memory word to the accumulator. Accumulator is abbreviated as AC. Okay, the result of operation is transferred to accumulator. Okay, the result of this add operation is transferred to the accumulator. Okay, this is a micro operation for this AND operation restriction instruction. Okay, here D0 means already we know the sequence of D means decoder. For AND operation you have to take DI as D0. Okay, here T4 is one of the timing signal, T0, T1, T2, T3, like that. Okay, this is DR means data register. Okay, this is a memory. Okay, memory word that contains the address register. That information is transferred to the data register. Okay, what is the memory? M of AR means what is the memory? That memory contains the address of that register. Okay, the whole memory and address will be transferred to the data register. Okay, this is the AND operation. Next, D0, T5. Here we have to take AND as a D0 and T5. Okay, T5 as a timing signal. Here we have to take, this is the AND operation. The resultant information is stored in the accumulator, that is denoted as a AC. Okay, here the resultant operation is transformed to the accumulator. Okay, DR. Here the information is stored in M of AR is stored in DR. Okay, here we have to take the DR from right to left. We have to perform the operation. Here the information in DR. Okay, that and the result is stored in accumulator. Okay, the accumulator and DR is adding and then resultant output is stored in the accumulator. Here the sequence counter is 0. Okay, this is represented by using the previous memory register reference instructions. Okay, sequence counter is 0. Okay, sequence counter consisting of, this is a sequence counter. Here sequence counter consisting of clock pulse, increment and clear. Okay, where it gets the increment operation for program counter. Okay, program counter denotes it holds the address of next instruction to be executed. Okay, sequence counter is like that. In sequence counter, clock, increment and CLR. Okay, clock, the timing signal is represented by using the clock operation, and increment, that is incremented by the data or any other instructions that can be incremented by using the increment operation, and CLR means clear that operation, means that nothing will be happen in that program. Okay, next add operation. Okay, add operation, it performs the memory word to the accumulator. Okay, the sum is transferred into the accumulator. Here also the resultant sum is transferred to the accumulator and output of the carry is transferred to the E flip-flop. Okay, here E is used in this AND operation. E means for output carry is stored in either it is 0 or 1. Okay, E contains the carry operation, that is known as the E flip-flop. The micro operation needed to execute this instruction. Here, this is the next operation. From 0 onwards, we have to take decoders. From 0 to 6. Total, we have the 7 operations for the memory reference instructions. Okay, from 0 to 6, we have to take decoder as a decoder. For AND operation, we have to take D0. That is a decoder of that AND operation. Here, add means D1. This is a decoder. 1 is it specifies the number. Okay, here the timing signal is T5. Okay, DR. Here also we have to take memory, that address, the address of that decoder. These are the fetching and decoding instruction. Already we seen in early classes. Okay, fetching and decoding. Okay, read the effective address, that whether it is a direct address or indirect address. Next, executing. This is the instruction cycle. Already we seen in the previous class. Okay, fetching, decoding, effective address, read the effective address, and this is executing. This is known as the instruction cycle. Likewise, the instruction is done internally. Okay, fetching means what are the variable, what is the operation we have to perform, that is known as the fetching. Decoding. Okay, decode that operation, that whether the answer resultant is correct or not. Okay, whether it is the effective address, whether it is I means indirect or direct address, we have to identify in this phase. Next, executing the process. Okay, this process is like cycle. We have to represent, that is known as a instruction cycle. Okay, memory of address register, that is placed in the data register. Here also we have to take the accumulator plus. Okay, here the operation in AND operation you have to take AND symbol. Here add operation means plus sign we have to take. Okay, DR. Here the data register, that is placed to the accumulator, and both the accumulator and data register result is stored in the accumulator. Okay, here C, that is transferred to the E. Okay, here E means carry. Here the carry is stored in the E flip-flop. Okay, here also sequence counter will be 0. All the operations are done in the form of sequentially, then the sequence counter will be the 0. Here in the previous AND operation, like this operation, like this operation is also like that. Here memory of address register, that is transferred to the data register. In data register and accumulator perform the add operation, and that resultant information is stored in the accumulator. Here carry means, okay, here carry is 0 or 1, that is stored in the E flip-flop. Extended. E means extended flip-flop. E means extended flip-flop. After performing the calculation, sequence counter will be the 0. Next, coming to the third memory reference instruction means load. Load to the accumulator. Okay, this micro operation needed to execute this instruction. Here load is the third one of the memory reference instruction. That's why you have to take the decoder as D2. Here also memory of address register. That register is stored in the data register. Here also memory of address register, that is stored in the data register. Here there is just only load the information from memory of address register to data register. Here we have to take only the data register. The content is stored in the data register, that is transferred to the accumulator. Then sequence counter will be the 0 for another operations. Okay. The adder and logical circuit receives the information from data register, which is transferred to the accumulator. Okay, adder and logical circuit we have seen in the instruction cycle. Okay, adder and logic circuit. Adder and logic circuit is known as ALU. It performs all the process in the computer arithmetic and logical unit. Okay, it transfers the information, it receives the information from the data register. Okay, data register contains the what operation we have to perform, that is stored in the data register, which can be transferred to the accumulator register. Okay, the data, the processing of the data that can be received from by using the data register. Okay, that resultant output will be stored in the accumulator. Okay, therefore, it is necessary to read the memory word into the data register first and then transfer the content data into the accumulator. We have to receive the information from data register and resultant output will be stored in the accumulator. Next, coming to the fourth memory reference instruction. This is the STA stored to the accumulator. The output of the accumulator is applied to the bus and data inputs of the memory is connected to the bus. We can execute this instruction with one micro operation. Okay, here we have to perform only within the one micro operation. Okay, this STA instruction is not connected to the common bus. Okay, here D3. Here this is the fourth memory reference instruction. That's why we have to take decoder as D3. Here T4 means timing signal T4. The memory of accumulator that is stored in the resultant of the accumulator that is stored in the memory of address register. Here the sequence counter will be the 0. Okay, next coming to the BUL, branch unconditionally. This is the another memory reference instruction. Okay, this is the fifth memory reference instruction. Okay, branch unconditional means, okay, the branch unconditional instruction allows the program to specify the instruction out of sequence and we say the program branches or jumps. Okay, it can be jumps from, it is not performed sequentially, it can be jump out of the program. Okay, program branches or jumps unconditionally. That's why we can call it as unconditionally or program branch jumps. Okay, here this is a decoder D4. We have to take timing signal 4. Okay, here we have to take the program counter. Okay, address register, that information is transfer the program counter and sequence counter will be the 0. In every operation, the sequence counter will be the 0 after performing the operation. Okay, address register. Okay, PC means, what is the PC? What is the PC means? Program counter. It holds the address of next instruction to be executed. Okay, address register that can be transferred from one register to another register. The address register, the information, the content of address register that is transferred to the PC. So finally, the sequence counter will be the 0. Next, this is the this is effective address place. One is then transferred to the PC to serve the address of, this is a branch unconditional. What is the operation performed internally? That is, this is an example of BSA instruction execution. Okay, this is an example of BSA instruction to be executed. Okay, here this is a BSA stores the address, branch stores address. BSA means branch stores address. This effective address is internally like this. Here we have to take program counter that is transferred to memory address register. Okay, the program counter will be incremented by 1. The program counter will be incremented by 1. Okay, this is a 1 memory. This is the before execution. This is the after execution of the branch store address. Okay, this is a BSA instruction execution. This is a before execution of memory. This is the after execution of the memory. Here we have to take the memory like this. Okay, this is a 0. First of all, we have to take 20 as a address. 0 BSA 135. This is the next instruction. After 20, we have to place it as a 21. Okay, this address register. Okay, this is known as a direct address or indirect address. Okay, this is an indirect address. We cannot specify this 135 address directly. Okay, AR address register is 135. Okay, that is place it as 135. That is incremented after execution. Okay, the PC means program counter, the address of next instruction to be executed. Here this is the indirect, or you don't know the address of 135. Here after execution we have to find out the address of the 135 as 21. Okay, here 135 there is no need of there is no address of that 135. Here after execution we have to specify the address of the 135, that is the 21. Okay, next the PC will find the next instruction address. Okay, that is 136. Okay, 135 next instruction is 136. Okay, this is a BSA. BSA means branch store address instruction performed functionally usually to refer the subroutine calls. Subroutine calls. Here this is a D5 means decoder, T4 means timing signal, D5 means decoder, T means timing signal. Okay, here memory of address register, the program counter sends the information to the memory of address register, and address register that can be incremented by 1. Already we see in the last slide of memories, 2 memories before execution and after execution of 135 that can be incremented by 1. Okay, here program counter, the address register that is placed in the program counter, after completion of operation sequence counter will be the 0. The last one of the memory reference instruction, that is the ISZ, means increment skip to 0. Skip if 0. Okay, this is done by with the following sequence. Here we have to take D6 as a decoder and timing signal is 4. Okay, memory of address register that is transferred to the data register. Okay, here next instruction is D6. Here also we have to take D6 and timing signal. Here it is a T4 and here is a T5. Okay, DR plus 1, that information is transferred to the DR. Okay, this data register that can be incremented by 1. Okay, next the timing signal. Okay, DR. Okay, DR means data register. The data register information is transferred to the memory of address register. Here one condition is there. If DR equal to 0, then PC is incremented by 1. If DR is 0, okay, DR is empty, then PC means the program counter is incremented by 1. Okay, PC plus 1 means program counter that can be incremented by 1, that is stored in the program counter. Here sequence counter will be the 0. For every memory reference instruction, the sequence counter will be the 0. These are the 7 instructions that can be used in the memory reference instructions. Okay, this is a flow chart, control flow chart for memory reference instruction. All the instructions we have to perform by using this control flow chart. All the instructions already we discussed in AND operation, add operation, load, STA, branch unconditional, branch store address, increment, skip if 0. These are the instruction we have to discuss in the memory reference instruction. Already we discussed it. This is the for flow chart representation. Totally in this flow chart we have defined as a 7 memory reference instructions. Okay. For memory reference instructions, okay, memory reference instruction contains of 7 instructions. First one is AND operation. Second one is add. Third one is load, LDA. Okay, fourth one is STA. Fifth one is BUN. Next BSA. Okay, branch skip if stores address. Seventh one is increment skip if 0, if it is 0. Okay, by using this memory reference instruction we have to perform on decoder and fetching what the information is getting from one register to the another register. Already we discussed. For every operation the sequence counter will be the 0. Here the sequence counter will be the 0 for every operations. Okay, finally the sequence counter will be the 0. For AND operation we have to denote the decoder as denote. For add operation the decoder is denoted as D1 and load to the accumulator it will be represented as D2 and STA that represented as D3. Next branch unconditional that can be represented as D4 and BSA that can be represented as D5. Next finally increment skip if 0 that can be represented as a D6. Finally if the condition is DR equal to 0 the program counter will be the incremented by 1. Final in every operation the sequence counter will be the 0. Okay, this is about the flow chart of memory reference instruction. This is about the memory reference instructions. Okay, next class we discussed about the input output operations or instructions. Okay, thank you.